Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining. So in this lesson, I am going over how to write in Arabic. So as you know, Arabic, you cannot write the letters individually. You have to connect the letters together to make a word. So now I'm gonna do my best to explain it in an easy way, in a simple way. So basically to start with, just think of a horizontal line like this. So this is a whiteboard I use. I'm actually using the mouse to write, so excuse the writing is not gonna be perfect, but I thought this is the best way to show you, because I cannot record while I'm writing on a paper. So I hope this will be good and enough for you. Anyway, so think of a horizontal line like this. So this is how the letters will connect with each other with a line, just like this. So basically, before I start, this lesson is not gonna go over the letters for first timers. It's gonna go over writing words, connecting the letters. So now we have a beginning of the word, middle of the word, and end of the word. Letters look slightly different, beginning, middle, end. So I usually group the letters, the ones that are similar. I group them together so you memorize them or you learn them by groups. Also, the other thing is some letters, they have curves like Jim or N. So think of this. When they are in the beginning of the or the middle of the word, the curves will turn to be horizontal lines as well. So just think of horizontal lines to connect the letters to make a word. So the curves are going to be horizontal lines. Now, the beginning of the word, you will just start the letters as you usually start when you write it individually and then make a straight line. So this is Jim. See, so it started as it usually start, and the curve, which is like this, we changed it to a straight horizontal line. In the middle of the word, you will just add another horizontal line because it's in the middle. It's going to connect with the letters on the right and the left. Now, in the end of the word, it's not going to connect with anything. So you're not going to need this straight line. So you go back to the curve or the actual letter, how it looks like individually. But with a line here, because it's in the middle of the word, we write right to left. So something is going to connect here and horizontal line and the letters back to where it to how it actually looks like. Okay, so let's start slowly. I'm going to start with the letter Ba. So here's a letter Ba. Here is Ta. And here is Tha. So these are obviously a group. So to write it in the beginning of the word, you write it as you will write it individually in the beginning, how you usually start, like this. So this is Ba, or can be Ta, or can be Tha, and that's it. You leave it like here, a straight line, and it's gonna connect with other letters on the left. In the middle of the word, you will create a straight line because it's in the middle. It's going to connect with letters in on the right and the left. You write the letters and then another straight line because it's going to connect with letters on the left and the right. In the end of the word, horizontal line, straight line, and then the letter, and close it just back to how it is individually, because doesn't connect with anything on the left. So just finish the letter. I call it finish the letter, so it's just like the way it is when it's individual, like by itself. So this is gonna be for ba, for ta, or for tha, just they're all the same. This is the rule for this group, ba, ta, tha, okay? Now, let's go to the next group, which is jim, ha, kha. So in the beginning of the word, for either one, it's gonna be, as you usually start writing the letter like this, and then change or turn the curve. This is a curve, right? Turn the curve to a straight line because it needs to connect with other letters. So just like this. Now in the middle of the word, straight line, the letter. Oh wait, hold on. We actually like I've done like I have gone over. Let me just clear this first. Where did the mouse go? It's right here. Okay. I did over one of my videos. The second one where I had the whiteboard. When I use a whiteboard, I created 2 videos. The second one, in the end of it, or like about the end, I did actually go over how we write letters when like you are very comfortable with writing, how we write letters differently, or we do the dots for the letters in different ways. So just to help you read handwriting for like people who already write the language, who not the native speakers, how they write. Because like I don't want to go over this right now, but jim, I don't want to confuse you, but some people might write it like this, like this. It's just different ways, you know. So I don't want to confuse you with the writing now with this, but yes, when we write, we might write things slightly different. But now we are learning the main thing, which is this. Anyway, let's focus on this. So in the middle of the word, create a straight line because it's going to connect with letters on the right. Do the letters, you know, like this. Some people ask questions like, do you really, do you have to do like this right here, this thing? I'm like, no, don't be this much like specific about it. This is like, just leave it alone. It's just make the letter, just do the letter. You can do it this way. You can do it this way. Just don't be very critical, if that's a correct word, when writing. So anyway, in the middle, and then a straight line because it needs to connect with other letters on the left. Now in the end, so you will create another, again, a straight line, and then finish the letter. Do it as you usually do the curve because it's not going to connect with anything on the end. Okay, so this is for jim, ha, kha, for any of these letters, okay? Okay, so now the next one is the next group, which is dal, the, ra, zen. And I am going, or this is letter. Let's do it by order. So dal, the, ra, zen. Now none of these connect with anything on the left. So these only come, or like you connect them on the right, and that's it. So basically a straight line. So if it starts, if they start the word, they're always, so they will be individual, separated. They don't connect with anything on the left. If they were in the middle, you will create a straight line and then do it. Ra is going to be like this. Then the. And in the end, they're going to be either like this or just separate like this, depends on what's in here. But like always a straight line, the left side is, they're not going to connect with anything. You don't connect them with anything on the left. There are a few other letters the same. They don't connect with anything on the left. So once I finish everything, I'm going to put them all together for you. Group them together. So this is for da, dal, da, ra, zin. Let's go to the next one, which are sin, shin, sad, ta. Oh wait, sad, da, ta, da. So sin, shin, 3 dots, sad, da, ta, the. Sorry, this dot looks a bit weird. Let's fix it. Okay. So if you notice, these 4 letters, they have curves. What did we say about curves? You change them to a straight line if they were in the beginning of or in the middle, because they want to connect with other letters. Okay, so sin, shin, sa, da. So in the beginning of the word, as usual, start the letter as you usually start and change the curve to a straight line. So it's like this. Ta and da, they already don't have a curve, so they're already ready, like they're ready. So just as they are, you know, and excuse my writing, it's pretty bad. But again, I'm using a mouse. Okay, now in the middle of the word, again, straight line. They want to connect with letters on the right. The letter, excuse me here, and then another straight line, no curve, because they want to connect with other letters on the left. So sin, shin, here is sad, you do this. And ta, da is going to be the same as sa, ta and da is just the same, just a straight line. And then do the letter, and that's about it. And that is going to be the same. Now, in the end of the word, we will close the letter. So we will have the curve again, because it's not going to connect with anything, right? So straight line, and then the sin. Straight line, and then the sad. Straight line, ta, and da, they don't have curves, just do it this way. And excuse my writing, sin looks weird, but here. So you go back to the curve in the end of the word because it's not going to connect with anything, okay? So this is sin, shin, sa, da, ta, da. Okay, now the next ones are ain, ghain. So ain, ghain, also you see there we have curves here. So again, they're going to be straight lines. So in the beginning of the word, as usual, you start the letter as usual, ain, ghain. The middle is gonna, you think of, usually when I teach my students, I tell them, think of Kisses chocolate. If you live in the US or if you're familiar with this chocolate, looks like Kisses. So it's like this. So this is how we do ain and ghain in the middle of the word. So think of Kisses, the Kisses chocolate, you know, and then a straight line. In the end, so you will do this. Just think of a triangle. It's not really corners, but it's fine. And just do the curve again. If you don't want to do it this way, you can do this. It's fine. You can do it this way. But in the middle, no, it has to be like a Kisses chocolate. It has to be it's not a circle. Be careful. It's not a circle, but it's more like a triangle. Okay. So like I did it here, you see this one, it's more like a triangle. It's not a circle. Just be careful with that. So that's Ain and Ghain, and the curves, as we learned, straight line, unless it's at the end, because it's not going to connect with anything. Let's go to the next one, the next ones, which is Fa, Qaf. So this is Fa and Qaf. Again, in the beginning of the word, in the middle. See, this is why I said be careful, it's not a circle. These letters are going to be a circle in the middle, so you don't want to confuse the letters with each other. See, Fa is a circle, Gha is like a triangle, you know. See, this is supposed to be a circle, but it's hard for me to do a circle on the whiteboard right now, but it's supposed to be a circle. See? So then, and this is like, let's consider the curve. So it's going to be a straight line in the beginning, in the middle, in the end, you will close it. So it's going to be like this. So that's for Fa and Qaf. Okay, let me just delete this one, so you won't get confused with the Gha here. Okay, so this is in the beginning. You just write it as usual do, and do a straight line. Here's it's a full circle, straight line, because it's going to connect with letters on the right and the left. Here, just close it in the end because it's not going to connect with anything on the left. Just make a straight line here because it's going to connect with letters on the right. Okay, now the next letter is going to be Kaf. So Kaf now is interesting. So Kaf is this. So Kaf in the beginning of the word, it's gonna look like a Z in English. So it's gonna look like this. In the middle of the word, it's gonna be like this as well, like same. In the end of the word, straight line, and just do it the way it is usually written because it's not going to connect with any letter. So we did this because it needs to connect. You cannot connect it while it looks like this. So in straight line, here's a straight line, and do it this way. In the end, just do a straight line, have it back as it is because it's not going to connect with anything. We do it this way because it needs to connect with letters, and we cannot connect it while it looks like this. So this letter is a little different, Kaf. Now for Lam, it's the same. Lam is usually looks like this, but we will, let's consider this as a curve. So it's going to be a straight line. So in the beginning of the word, it's supposed to be just like a line, you know. So let me just fix it. So a straight line and like this, see? Now in the middle, straight line, and then like this and this. In the end, just close it or do it as usual, like this, because it's not going to connect with anything. Now the letter Mim is usually like this. So this is, it's not exactly a curve, but it's different. So it's going to be a straight line because you need to connect it with other letters. So Mim like this, usually underneath, be careful. The circle is underneath. In the middle, straight line, circle, and straight line. In the end, and back to how it is because it's not going to connect with anything. So this is Mim. Noon, I usually put Noon in the same group is the same in the same group as ba, ta, tha. So this is noon. In the beginning is gonna be like this, straight. Just think of straight lines. In the middle like this. In the end, back to how it looks like, because it's not gonna connect with anything. So this is noon, kaf, lam, mim, noon, ha, waw, ya. So ha is going to be interesting. So this is the beginning. This is how it looks like. This is the beginning. The middle, think of 8 in English, like this. And the end is going to be like this. And if it does not connect with anything on the right, like it was dal or ra or zain, so we will do it as a circle. So yeah, so this is ha. So you see there are 4 forms of ha. The beginning, the middle, and 2 different ends, depends on the letter before. On the right, okay? So this is ha. Wow, I put wow in the same group as dal, da, ra, zain, because wow does not connect with anything on the left. So basically, this is the beginning. This is the middle. Let me just do it better for you here. Let me repeat it. So here is the middle and the end, or like this. Depends, again, depends on what's in front. For all of them, it always depends on what's in front. It's not like all of them. Okay, so this is wow. What's next? Kaf, lam, mim, noon, ha, wow, ya. So yeah, I also put it in the same group as ba, ta, tha, because in the beginning of the words it's gonna look like this. So this is the same as ba, ta, tha, noon, then a straight line and like this. Yeah. In the end, it's not gonna connect with anything. So as we said, it's gonna go back to where it, like how it usually looks like. So this is yeah. Aleph, we skipped Aleph. Aleph will go same group as Dal, Da, Ra, Zain. So does not connect with anything on the left. So it's just basically a straight line. If it connects in the middle is gonna be like this. That's it. So Aleph is usually like this, the middle like this, does not connect with anything on the left. Okay, so now let me group them for you. So let's do Aleph in the end as well. So we will start with Ba, same as Ta. Some people ask me like the dot is you put it more in the end. Don't worry about this. This is not something to worry about. It's just underneath, wherever it is, just underneath. Tha and noon and ya. So I put these all as one group. Dunya. Now jim, ha, kha, ain, ghain, a group, because this curve is going to be a straight line for all of them. And the end, they will all look the same. Bata, tha, nun, ya, because all of them in the beginning, in the middle, they will look the same. Sin, sheen, sad, da, da, the. I put these in one group as well. What comes next? Sin, shin, sa, da, ta, da, and then we put it there, fa, qaf together. Oh wait, we skipped dal the. Oh my gosh. Okay, so fa qaf together. Okay, bata tha jim ha kha. Dal the. Okay, so dal the ra zen. So here, dal the ra zen wow and aleph, all in the same group because they do not connect with anything on the left. Remember that. They do not, dal, da, ra, zen, wow, aleph, they do not connect with anything on the left. So these are in one group, okay? So where we are now, we got aleph, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, dal, da, ra, zen, sin, shin, sa, da, ta, dha, ain, ghain, fa, qaf. Now kaf, lam, mim, ha. That's it. That's what we have left. So let's go here. So the weird ones, kaf and ha. So these look completely different, like they have different shapes or a little bit different. So I call these the weird ones, one group. Meme, lam meme, noon, how, yeah, and just lam and meme. Remember how we do these, just same idea as everything else. So here's one group, here's another group, here's another group, another group, another group, another group, and these are just in the end. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 groups we have. But the whole point, like, don't complicate it or anything. The whole point is connect them with the straight lines. In the end, go back to how they usually looks like, because in the end, they don't connect with anything. Okay, except for ha, it's slightly different, and that's about it. And these letters don't connect with anything on the left, and that's about it. That's all. That's everything about writing words in Arabic. Let me now just write one word for you, or like a couple of words. Okay, so for example, you will usually start with an easy word like bab, which means door. So bab, door, which is ba, aleph, ba. So bab in the middle, in the beginning of the word like this. Aleph in the middle, doesn't connect with anything on the left. Ba separated, so it's gonna look like this. Let's do, for example, window, shubak. It's basically sheen, shubak, ba, aleph, kaf. So will be sheen. Straight line is gonna, the curve is gonna be a straight line. Ba in the middle, aleph, and kaf, because it does not connect with, like aleph does not connect with anything on the left. So kaf is gonna look as usual, like the separate form of kaf. Dog, kalb. The reason I'm doing this word because it has kaf in the beginning, so you wanna see how it's gonna look like. So kalb, dog. So you start with kaf, looks like a Z. So lam, it's gonna be here straight line because it's in the middle, and then ba. We close the ba because it's in the end of the word. So this is kalb. Okay, so this is how we write in Arabic, how we connect the letters. I hope that was helpful for you. Please subscribe, like, follow, write comments, and engage with me. Let me know if this is useful for you or not, and if you like specific kinds of video. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.